Hello, Wargamers, and welcome to today's Battle Report. Steve and Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com, bringing you the Warhammer Armies project. We're playing some fantasy today. It'll be 2,500 points of the Bretonnians against the Wood Elves.
All right, when you're done watching this game, I want to let you know that Luca and I are going to play another 2,500 point game of High Elves versus Dark Elves. That will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault. You can follow the link in the description below for that bat rep.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Warhammer Armies Project Battle Report.
Let's take a look at the forces that march for the good lady. Leading the Bretonnian forces, we have, well, a Bretonnian lord. He will be our general on a war horse there. We are going to give him the Iron Curse icon because we had 5 points left over, the Cuirass of Fortune, as well as the Silver Lance of the Blessed. It's a 70-point magical lance. I didn't get to use it last time because he got sniped and died before he got into combat. And we are going to upgrade him to have the Grail Vow, which I'm always a big fan of that upgrade. We're going to run a level 3 Prophetess of the Lady on a warhorse with the prayer icon of Quenelles and the mane of the pure breed. And level 3, we are going to run Heavens again because Heavens is fun, but we are going to make sure we only have hexes and buff spells. So we have the Comet of Cassandora because that's fun. We love that spell. Curse of the Midnight Wind and Harmonic Convergence on her, keeping her, well, I like to say relatively cheap, but she's still 270 points. And of course, a Paladin, because we're playing Bretonnians, we might as well cap out our lords and heroes here. We will have the Army BSB be this Paladin, and he will have the Grommel Great Helm and the Virtue of the Joust for his little upgrades. And of course, the Grail Vow. It just seems like such a good upgrade, so like for its cost, that is. Now moving on to the fun stuff for Bretonnians, Men-at-Arms! We got 25 of them in 2 units, light armor shields, and we are going to be playing these halberds as spears, just because I think that works a wee bit better. And full command on both units here as well. And to go with them, 2 units of Peasant Bowmen with musicians. No other upgrades though. I will consider upgrading them throughout the course of future Bretonnian games though, because those upgrades do seem quite valuable as well. And 2 units of Knights of the Realm with full command in both of them. They're 8-man squads. Well, I lied. One is 8-man, one is 10-man because I had 50 points left over for a couple of horsey boys. 4 Pegasus Knights only with a musician. And 1 Bombard with a Wall Warden, 1 Field Tree Bucket with a Wall Warden, and of course, 8 Grail Knights with, well, full command, and the Conqueror's Tapestry is the magical item on the Grail Knights there. That is it. Those are the forces of the lady. Let's go take a look at the Wood Elves.
All right, let's take a look at this 2,500 point Wood Elf list. It's going to be led by a Glade Lord on a Forest Dragon. We're going to have some spites and some magic items. You'll have the Befuddlement of Mischiefs, probably the most overpowered thing in this entire game, Glittering Scales, the Sword of Might, and the Talisman of Endurance. We are going to bring a level 2 Athel Loren Spell Singer mounted on a Warhawk. We'll have the Stone of the Crystal Mirror for a 3-up ward saving against ranged attacks, and the Deep Wood Sphere. Woods nearby are going to be dangerous for Luca. And I'm going to bring the spell Madrigal of Greeting, so I'll be summoning on more woods, and also have the Fury of the Forest, so the Forest will be attacking. Over to core, we're going to have a 15-man Dryad squad and 3 units of Glade Riders. The Glade Riders will have a Swift Shiver Shards upgraded, as well as a Glade Knight and Musician. And then because I don't have a 4th unit of Glade Riders, I will bring on a 10-man squad of Glade Guard, which I think are absolutely utter trash in this edition. I also bought a musician for them, and Arcade Bodkins. And moving over to special, we have another fantastically, maybe even arguably underpriced unit, a unit of 6 Treekin with an Ancient, or a Treekin Elder is what they call them in this edition. We also have 3 Warhawk Riders with Swift Shiver Shards, 2 units of Wild Riders with full command, light armor, and shields. And then over in rare, we have 2 Great Eagles, because you can do that. We can have 2 for 1 rare choice. A Tree Man with Strangle Roots, and 5 Way Watchers. The Way Watchers did buy Swift Shiver Shards, and they're just Sentinel, but that is it. They didn't buy any other upgrades. So that's 2,500 points of the Wood Elves.
And here Steve and I are deployed for this game of the Army Projects, Bretonnians versus the Wood Elves, and we are playing a dawn attack scenario. I'm going to go over my deployment here. As we got Men-at-Arms. All of this rolled middle, as you can tell. So dawn attack, if you're unfamiliar, is 1 person. We roll off, 1 person picks a side, deploys their entire force. But you have to roll per unit after the characters join it. And on a 1, they deploy on the left flank, as this is my general's unit with the Bretonnian Lord and the Knights of the Realm. So they got left flank, and then everything else got middle. Peasant Bowmen, Grail Knights with the Damsel, or the Lady. not the lady, but the level 3 wizard. Bombard, Tree Bucket, Peasant Bowman, Men-at-Arms. Our Paladin with more Knights of the Realm and Pegasus Knights all in the middle. Now, Steve deployed second, and these guys have Scout, so they just deploy, they circumvent the rules of the scenario. They just deploy more than 12 away from an enemy over there. We have, I can't remember their name.
Blade Riders.
Blade Riders.
They both rolled ones over there.
They both got left flank, and then...
All this in the center. So actually, there's only 13 Dryads in the squad, but basically my clump is mostly in the center with a couple units of fast cav here. And then over on the other flank, I got my Wizard and 1 unit of...
Wild Riders.
Wild Riders, thank you, sir.
And we got more Wild Riders back there. Now, a disclaimer for those who watch MiniWarGaming but aren't familiar with the Armies project, but they like Warhammer Fantasy. If I had to sum this up, this is if you're a veteran player, you've been playing fantasy for most of your adult life for the last very long time, this would seem very familiar to you because it incorporates a lot of the older school aspects of the armies, like the gunpowder units for Bretonnia. That's pretty much all I'm bringing. And the old skirmishing dryads for the Wood Elves.
In simplest terms, if you mix the rules from 6, 7, and 8 into one edition, this is what you come up with. But then you have to add in the models from 4th edition.
Right, you're adding, so like for a veteran player, you'll see a lot of familiar faces in the Armies project. And if you're a newer player who only really dabbled in 8th edition, well, there's just a lot more options for your army, typically. And it brings back a lot of the flavor to the Army.
On that note, too, all the rules for this game are for free.
For free!
You can just Google the Warhammer Armies project, or we'll try to put it in the link in the description if you remember to do that. And you can follow along if you have any questions about the rules.
If you are a skeptic about community editions, I bid you, please check this out and give it a chance.
I was myself a skeptic. I'm so glad we switched over to it.
I am as well. It's quite a fun edition, and I think it brings a lot of what a lot of the fans... This keeps fantasy, and it keeps it fresh and going. And it is a living rulebook, so it does update constantly.
If you weren't overly familiar, if you were familiar enough with 8 to watch old battle reports, if you didn't know we were doing Armies project, for the most part, you probably wouldn't. You
wouldn't even be able to tell. Yeah, you'd be like, "There's generally no hordes. Steadfast is nerfed. Magic is different."
Well, basically, the way we started playing at the end, is what this game is.
Exactly. Yeah, because we got tired of the hordes and all the steadfast stuff too. So, anyways, the goal of this mission is to break the enemy army. Typical old school fantasy style mission. Whoever kills the most, makes the most runaway, will win this game. And we are gonna go ahead and roll off. See who goes first now, because it is. A dawn attack. Steve rolls a d6. On a 1 to 5, Steve picks. No, I pick who goes first, and then on a 6, you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
On 1 to 5, Luca picks goes first. On 6, I pick. Before I roll, I want to do one more shameless plug.
Ooh, yeah.
If you enjoy this at all, Luca and I and Colin do this weekly on my channel, Mountain Miniatures.
Yeah.
We'll try to remember to put a link in the description below. We do 2 weekly live games of this and a handheld bat rep every week. So check out the channel, Mountain Miniatures, if you love the Warhammer.
Yeah.
Well, fantasy.
A lot of fantasy. We're just kind of amping up before the old world comes out, right? So we see.
Luca, you pick who was first.
2A. I pick who
goes first. Wait, sorry. I'm going to Vanguard.
Yeah,
you're actually just talking about this.
You're going to Vanguard no matter what, yeah. And like Steve knows he's pretty much going to go second in a lot of these cases, so he's going to
We're not going to re-roll this.
Cool. Steve has Vanguard his forces. Like one little minor change is the cavalry get to Vanguard up to 12. And anything else just Vanguard 6.
Vanguard 6 now.
Yeah. I'm not going to go over too many more rules in this game, just kind of like generalizing some certain things here. I will go first. I'll elect to go first. And no charge to declare in Bretonnia turn 1. We're going to do some very minor moves here. This unit here is going to swift reform. You don't have to roll anymore. Just as long as you have a musician, it is automatic. And we are going to bloop and then essentially position ourselves on top of this hill somewhat. And then the Pegasus Knights march in this direction, reform to face this way to try and march block those elves there and catch them if they stumble over their own feet. And the rest of my stuff, well, let's just sidestep a little bit. To open things up a wee bit. And that is about... I kind of made a mistake with them, and I had thought I was the Lord of the Lady to give them ethereal when they move. So I'm going to risk defense. The age-old enemy of Bretonnia.
You don't have to roll dangerous terrain unless you march.
True. That's it. That was what I thought. I'm just gonna walk over. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna not march over. I'm just gonna just gently lope over.
You know what's weird? If you think about it, wouldn't it be more dangerous if you weren't going fast?
Oh,
you can like run up and get some speed. It's more dangerous. I'm no horse expert.
You definitely want speed. Well, you can jump without moving. And they do jump weirdly high if they don't move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They go. Their hind legs.
As I said, I'm no horse expert.
Their hind legs are wildly strong, even though all the weight's on the front. Them forward, no dangerous terrain necessary. That's just the move. They move 8. They still have the purebred war horses where they don't care about barding. The Bombard here is not going to have any great targets because they're going to block the line of sight for it. One great thing about this edition is line of sight is actually a thing in this game, which I applaud. And you require line. It uses unit strength and everything to determine that, but essentially I cannot see through them. We're going to go ahead and just sidestep the Peasant Bowman because they have no real targets this turn. The General's unit marches forward and wheels. Just bloop, wheel, ending there. Getting into a more aggressive position. And then we are going to move. These guys might just stay still. Actually, they're going to stay still. And that brings us to the magic phase with Our Lady. Rolling 2d6 for the wins. I will be getting 4. Steve will be getting 3. Steve has some channels.
I had 2. Nothing.
No, nothing there. I do have a level 3 wizard, so I get to roll 3. I get nothing as well. Looking for 5 ups on my turn, 6 on Steve's turn for himself. I don't really see that I need... I could use other spells here, but Comet's the most fun. It's all I really need. So I need to show a...
This is like 7th edition.
Exactly. I need to show a 10 on the dice here. Oh, I fail. Okay, and I miscast on top of it too with a double 1. Okay, so that's easy enough. So 3 plus 2 is, 3 plus 4 is a 7. And that is the miscast we do not want to see for the Bretonnian. So we just lost our Grail Knight unit there. So that's going to be a strength 10 hit on every model.
No!
Because she has to sit in the, because she sits in the middle. That's what you don't want for Bretonnia. And 7's not even the most
Well, it's
likely.
re-rack.
No, whatever. I could do it.
You got ward saves.
Yeah, I got ward saves and all that too. So I am going to wound the lady. She is wounded. Does she ward? She does not ward. She's got 2 wounds left. All right, good luck, Grail Knights. This is the rough part for you. Okay, they're all wounded. It's a strength 10 hit, and then they do have a...
They always have a 5 of ward save because the Grail
Knights, and then they got the prayer icon in there.
So 4 of ward.
4 of
okay,
ward.
You're fine.
Ooh,
oh, you're not fine?
We have 1 left. We have just the champion left. That's okay, because that's Warhammer Fantasy, baby. That's the beauty of the game.
He doesn't even care. See, that would phase me so. I would get so tilted.
My favorite thing about fantasy has always been I say it a lot too. They're so unpredictable and random. You can't take the game seriously.
Of course,
right? It kind of reminds me of Blood Bowl, right?
Well, that's why we've had so much fun over the years. We've been doing this game together for I don't know 6 years, 7 years.
Boom! So we just lost a 300 and something point unit. Well, not truly. We have the champion still.
That's true. That's true.
We only need a champion and a dream.
We've seen them. Well, they got nerfed, but we've seen them do crazy stuff before.
I guess we'll keep you over there.
Well, you want to?
Boom. I guess, yeah. Might as well keep the big tray off the table. Boom, boom, boom. Talk about that for a start to the game, eh? Well, I guess the worst part is I don't even get the comment off either.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even get the coolest spell.
Your magic phase is the best part of the game so far for me.
That actually, yeah, that's some wild damage.
That's a fantastic start of the game.
We're going to have to save face. We're on to shooting. At least I've opened up my line of sight. There's always a positive somewhere. There's always a positive. The line of sight is not nearly as heavily blocked anymore. So we're going to go on to shooting. We're going to start with these bowmen who are going to fire into that unit of...
Blade Guard right
there. Blade Riders, yes. They're going to go ahead, because they did not move. These ones moved here. They're going to fire their bows twice at -1 to hit. They get the little shots, 1 or 2 roll.
This is a tactical error on my part for vanguarding them within 30 inches of them.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need
yeah.
5s to hit, because we get -1 to hit. We have a pair of hits there. Oh, I should probably roll this twice, because that's multiple shots. So I got 2 hits on top of...
There you go.
There we go. There's some more hits. So all this plus the 2 from the previous volley, and these wound on 4s. I'll drop that die. We wound 4 times.
Oh, there's only 1 left.
Oh, they have no save?
No. Well, what else? Does that last one panic? It does not.
Nice. We got the banner left, I suppose?
No, sorry. That shouldn't even be there.
Oh,
There's no banner.
There's just a... Is there any command?
Musician and Glade Knight.
Also the Knight's alive, okay. See, this miscast isn't even that bad, because that's probably the equivalent point cost, essentially.
It's not that, no!
See that a bowman are going to fire... Not all of them can see, and they moved in the skirmisher, so it's going to be hard to hit, but I might as well take some shots where I can, because they have no other real targets. They'll have line of sight, but the problem is, we moved, so we're hitting on 5s, and they are skirmishers, so we're hitting on 6s. We got nothing. And let's go to the tree bucket. We're going to fire at the tree lord, or whatever I think he's called tree lord.
It's a tree man.
Tree man. We're going to fire at him, because he's big enough to see through the woods, and we're going to hopefully just bonk him on the noodle and kill him. We're going to aim that directly on top of his head, and we are going to get a direct hit. It's a strength 10, so a 2 to wound him. That's good enough to wound.
You have to scatter, though, right?
Apologies before proceeding. He's actually only unit strength 5, which the Silver of the Woods, I cannot see him. I thought he was 6. We're going to put the shot on the unit strength 6 guy instead.
Which you can see, for sure.
Yeah. So that will directly hit him and it'll wound him, and you get whatever save you have on him, which is a 3 up.
4.
Oh, okay.
Ward.
You fail that.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Mighty Elf Lord, you suffer 3 wounds.
Oh, what?
3 wounds left, and we are going to go ahead and fire this bombard now. And I'm probably just going to fire it at Dryads, or I'm going to see if I can get a shot over here. I'll just fire it forward at the Dryads, whatever. Aim it at the cannons work a little differently in the Armies project. We're going to aim it right there.
So Luca, unless you say otherwise, every time you nominate a model, I'm gonna assume you're nominating the center of his base. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to try and pierce through some of those ranks there and kill like a handful of Dryads. So this is going to scatter first? No, I have to scatter it first. It's going to go half of that this direction. It's actually going to deviate to that spot there, and then I'm going to roll this again to see how far it bounces. It goes 8 inches, so it just goes through 2 of them.
Oh, yeah,
they are wounded on 2s, but they are mystical creatures of the woods,
ha!
Which still kills 2 of them. Boom. With that, turn! Done. I did so much damage this turn. I killed a lot of my stuff, I killed a lot of your stuff, and I wounded the Lord.
Halfway.
I'm not bad with it. I'm not upset with it. So we are going to conclude turn 1 for Bretonnia. We're going to go in the bottom half of turn 2 for the Wood Elves. Steve is thinking 0 charges to declare.
0 charges, yeah.
And you have no compulsory moves, so we're going to go right on to remaining moves. You want to start with these guys? See if
if these guys weren't here, I would have just stood there and just like fled through them, but that would end up killing me. So we will just walk up.
Oh, you're just going to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. You might do some damage too, because you got killing blow arrows, so that's kind of fancy.
We're hitting on basically 2s there.
I like that, yeah.
You're gonna go straight in, so we might as well
go this direction.
Yeah.
Boom. Yep. Just if I choose to overrun or not.
Then again, I guess you could declare them as the target instead.
I do have fly. You should probably go pretty far away then. Yeah.
Nah.
But then they're probably more expensive.
Yeah,
so.
you don't want them.
I should clarify. A lot of people probably already know, but I did not roll for panic on the Grail Knights because they are immune to psychology. And we got. Oh wait! I
actually forgot these were here.
I wasn't too sure if you meant to deploy them up there or if you meant to put them on the ground. Just put them on the ground if you meant to.
Let's walk them.
There you go. They move. They leave the wall and they move forward. The Blade Riders moving that direction.
Now,
how do we move over here? What's going on?
I think we're gonna go ahead and just go
right up and around.
Yeah, we're gonna go all the way there.
Hello.
We're gonna force you to turn.
Yep. I'm just gonna turn. 10 shots, 5 kills, easy.
It could be done. I have an armor save and a ward save.
Oh, fancy. Is it like 5 up, 5 up?
I think I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to deal with this. It's 5. Yeah, exactly that. 5 up, 5 up.
Forward. Now he dies.
You know what? This is points.
There we go. He's gonna hang it over there instead. I get that.
We're shifting. We're shifting.
Putting the wizard behind him. If anyone's curious, the hills are unit strength 3, so I do not have line of sight to the Wild Riders.
I'm gonna push on up.
Oh, we're just gonna brute force our way through them. We're gonna see. Well, the Grail Knights are dead, so we're gonna do what we can with them. The Treekin and the tree man hiding behind the large rock. I shot the Treekin to back it up, so the.
Yeah, we're not gonna move them yet. We're gonna get the Hawks out of the way. I need to hide this guy behind the big thing.
Yeah.
He took 1 hit, and that's about as many as he can take right now. You know what? War Machines are gonna do War Machine things, right?
They're gonna move.
Actually, we're probably gonna back them up even more.
Alright, and that's movement. We are on to the magic phase. We'll have some wins.
We're gonna start off with a whopping 7,
Okay.
and I have 2 channels on 5, so I'm gonna get 8 dice.
I got 3 channels still on 6s. I gain no more extra dice, and I get 5.
We're gonna 4 dice a Madrigal of Greening. Okay.
We got a 6. We got ultimate power.
An extra die to that pool.
Nice. We got a total of 17 on
18.
dice. 18 on cast. What is this for? How
I'm
does
gonna
this
put
work?
on a new wood.
Oh, new woods. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to stop this spell here because I'm like double screwed. Steve could place the. If I let this go through, he can place the wood, so I don't have line of sight to charge. And if I do try and stop this, he can just use the arcane item to make it so they automatically fail psychology. Not psychology. They automatically fail a stupidity check.
Yeah, well, the counters if they fail a stupidity, so we can turn along forward.
Right. So I'd rather just. And he can manipulate the woods quite a bit, so I'd rather just try and stop the woods. I'm just gonna throw all 5 dice into it, and hopefully I get it.
Yeah, ultimate power.
Ultimate power there. So I'm gonna change this to a 2. And then roll an extra die. Okay, ultimate
Oh,
power.
you probably stopped it.
I do stop it on that, yeah. Ultimate power doesn't stack anymore, so it's that does stop it. So no woods, but
you stopped it by 1. You know that?
did I? Yeah, well, I ended up stopping by 4 with all the modifiers. That's it. I got no dice though.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping you miscast on the arcane item and you lose it. that's my hopes here.
No.
Never mind. It's a character upgrade, like a bloodline upgrade for vampires, so you cannot lose it.
Okay, tracing. We're just gonna go right to the item right now. We're gonna go ahead and do Befillment of Missions on them with 2 dice, 3 plus to cast.
Yes, that's a good roll too. So I guess I'm glad I stopped it because it'd be an extra 6. So they on my next turn, they count as if they failed the stupidity check. So they're just going to go ahead and start trying to forward like a d6 inch. Not that one, but like as an example. So they're not going to be charging next turn. We're going to cast Tree
Singing. We're looking for 6 to cast. I think it's a fail.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fail.
All right. So you got the mischief off though. So what that does is he summons little demonic spites that distract the unit, and they can't focus on the battle. They're not like drooling or anything. They're just too like distracted with the weird like forest spirits bothering them.
That's
essentially. This does bring into the shooting phase. Where are we at? Where are we starting?
Well, I guess we're here, so we'll start with these ones.
Alrighty.
2 shots each because they bought Swift Shiver Shards. They're going to go after these little grails because we want to get points.
Yeah, exactly.
We're hitting on
4s,
which is multiple shot. We ignore penalty for moving.
Oh, I see. Okay,
so
good.
2 and 2.
So yeah, so we got 2 on the character and 2 on the Grail Knight. Go ahead, Rude.
Are you toughness 4 on the Grail Knights now? I think you are,
believe
right?
they are, yeah. So
2 on
pair of wounds on them, eh? And the Grail Knight is okay.
It's AP just 1.
Then we're good, yes. And then the Damsel, reroll. And so probably that's a wound and a wound. So she's got her. She only has a 5 up board save because she's got the blessing of the. Oh no, 4 up board save because it's missile attack. Passes both.
There you go.
And we move over to this unit of Glade Riders.
We'll throw in some Swift Shiver Shards into the
Pegasus Knights.
Knights.
We get the skirmisher rule though because their unit strength is low enough.
2 hits and 1 wound, AP 1, Ren 1.
See my armor saved by 1, we're gonna pass. Then we go to the skirmishers up front.
A lot of modifiers, so one of the guys are going to be hitting on 2s, and the rest are hitting on 3s after all the modifiers.
Oh wow, nice. Only 3 hits, 4 hits. Oh crap, they're PS5.
Yeah, they all hit on 2s.
So if anyone's curious, modifiers -1 hit for skirmishers, but +1 hit because they're within 4. And they have quick to fire.
So there's 4, right?
Yes.
So 5s. Ooh, killing blow for 3 of them.
Okay, well that kills.
And 2. This is actually pretty good.
I think you just killed the unit.
No. You get 2 each piece.
Yeah, but these are killing blow.
Oh, that's right.
That just kills them. Yeah.
These, you get armor save.
Yes. Yes, these used to be Monsters Cavalry back in the day, but they are no longer. They're just War Beasts. They're just, the Pegasus are counted as War Beasts or as Cavalry, so killing blow does work on them. That is going to slay 3 of them, leaving technically the banner in the middle. And then I owe Steve 2 saves on top of all. Oh, I get ward saves against that. I get ward saves against those. These are 5 up wards because they're missile attacks. It saves 2 of them.
Okay.
And then I owe you 2 saving throws, which I pass. They're 4 up because of heavy, shield for 3 up, 2 up for barding.
They do have 2 up now, so you only fail 1 more.
Okay, so I fail and then ward. Okay, I only lose 1. That is still a Panicking though, so I only lose the 1 to the killing blow. Panicking, however, they are out of here, baby.
No.
And they are running, very far. Boom.
What a roller coaster.
Woo!
At least they didn't die.
Yeah, they're ready to fight another day for Bretonnia. Boom, 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 boom.
These archers here, they did not buy Swift Shiver Shards, they bought Arcane Bodkins. Fortunately, I played some stupidly, so they had to move. It's only 1 shot per guy, hitting on 3s into, the Knights. And
Should be 4s because they moved?
No, we ignore that.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't buy the Swift
No,
Shards.
Swift Shiver Shards allows you to fire 2 shots even when you move.
Gotcha.
Because you can't double shoot when you move, unless you buy that. Force to wound at -2 because Arcane Bodkin.
Is that all it does? -2. I will
Is the
pass
cheapest.
neither, and I will ward neither. So that's 2 dead. Boop. And a boop.
It's the cheapest bow upgrade. I'm going to keep on firing into Knights because they're the scariest. 10 shots, they bought Swift Shiver, so they can fire twice, but they hit on 4s after modifiers.
Right.
And 4s, only AP or 1 rend with these ones.
And 3 ups, pass them both.
Wait, we got 1 more bow here to plink in.
This is the guy who ran away. And
He
then
hits.
And no.
No.
Well, that was a very successful Wood Elf turn. Roller coaster of rolls there, though obviously the failing the panic there is kind of funny.
I regret not getting more aggressive.
That's fair. Well, I mean, if you got more, well, yeah, see, you could now you're in this great position to really like kind of send it home and send the Bretonnians back home. This is what they get for pushing into the Wood Elf lands. They get
I'm letting these 2 things dictate too much. I'm being too afraid of them, I think.
That could be true too.
But you should respect them.
I am gonna go on to Bretonnian turn 2, where I unfortunately don't have any charges. I got nothing because they're subject to stupidity, so they got to roll that up now, I believe. They're gonna go 5 inches forward. Well, with no charges to declare, we are going to go on to remaining moves. We're gonna have the lady. This unit's gonna move, and then she's gonna join it, and then that guy's gonna move around on his own. I'm just gonna brute force their way forward, marching right up to the woods. We're gonna have the wizard move in this direction and join them. And we're gonna have the
1 Lily Grail.
1 Lily Grail Knight over here, I suppose. We'll go further back. We'll go this way. Boom, ending there with the damsel, the lady. And then the rest of the moves, well, we are going to swift reform these guys. Huh, go! And we're going to move forward to there. Just to watch for them coming in. Swift reforming the men-at-arms to face this direction. And start preparing to watch this corner, I suppose. I don't know what I'm actually going to do with. They're probably just going to hang out for now and just...
keep it real.
Keep it real. You guys know.
I don't know why
I'm probably just going to stand still, actually. And that's it. We're on the magic phase for our good old damsel to do it all again to us. We got 9 this time. So for my channels, we'll get one additional die. So we'll go to 10. And Steve will get 1. So Steve's at 7, I'm at 10. We're going to attempt a harmonic convergence on our own unit. We'll throw... we're going to throw 3 dice at it. Yeah, we'll throw 3 dice at it. Uh-oh, scary. But we got it.
You can have it.
All right, so we got harmonic convergence. That's rerolling hit rolls 1, wound rolls 1, and saving throws 1 for that unit.
It's really good with the Lord of the Blessing, or Lord of the Lady, or Blessing words.
I think it only works on armor saves. Does it all saves? It's only armor saves.
My bad, I thought it was all saves.
It's still good for the heavily armored knights here. And we got some more dice here.
We get a lot of dice.
We're gonna put Ice Shard Blizzards on the tree man. Uh-oh. Ultimate power and a 1. We got there. We got another miscast. Okay, but we got the Ice Shard Blizzards.
Hold on.
What?
I think Ice Shard Blizzard is a magic missile.
No, it's a hex. It's a hex.
It's hex.
I'm gonna put it on the tree man. It just reduces some of his characteristics, but more importantly, it's considered an ice attack, which gives him always strikes last. So if it comes in, I get to strike first, kind of. But it's
I'm just gonna take it.
I get to resolve a miscast. Now, if I roll a 4 on a d6 and I add 3 to it, I'm gonna do the exact same result.
The fridge will all disappear.
Oh, we got so close.
Oh, that's amnesia.
Do I forget Ice Shard Blizzard?
You forget Ice Shard Blizzard.
That's exactly what that effect is. That is amnesia on the miscast. So we forget the spell we just cast and can no longer cast it for the rest of the battle, which is awesome because Ice Shard Blizzard is a pretty worthless spell, right?
What?
No, it's one of the best. Spells.
Okay.
It's one of the best spells in the game.
Yeah.
It's one of the best. And it's a signature spell on top of that. And then we're just gonna throw 5 dice at comic because let's just keep pushing miscasts.
We gotta keep it real. Oh, Luca, would you stop?
We got the big version. Oh, we definitely got the big version.
Okay.
Oh, we'll math it. We'll math
another
it.
one. I don't think I can stop you.
I got another one. Okay, so 18, 25, 27. I got 29 showing. Steve actually has 26. So we get the big Comet of Cassandora. We're going to be putting it right there.
Well, I'll get you.
We're going to summon a Comet. Let's put it a little bit closer to the dragon. I just can't reach. Like, pretty much right up against the base of the dragon. Yeah. We're going to summon a Comet right there. And because we got the big version, it starts at 2 counters. I'll explain more. That just increases the strength of it. Nothing happens right now. We're trying to conjure up the Comet. At the start of Steve's magic phase, it might show up. If it doesn't get stronger, then it might show up on my following magic phase. If not, it gets stronger, etc., etc. It could theoretically never show up.
That's true.
It's good, yeah. We are going to end our magic phase there. Not a bad. We got the cool Comet off, and then we're going to go into shooting, which is we'll start with these peasant bowmen. They're just going to volley fire into those guys there. It'll be 20 shots, but we're hitting on 6s because it's multiple shots, and we're firing at skirmishers. So roll that. We have 1 hit in the first volley. The second volley will be 2 hits.
Not terrible.
T4 or 3 now?
Only 3.
We wound 1 time. I don't know if you have a save, but you get the
5 ward save.
The ward save because you're a weird forest creature.
Bloop.
1 dead dryad. Takes an arrow to somewhere significant enough to kill it.
Probably the knee.
Second thought, Steve points out the fact that if I could shoot him, that means he could charge me. And I said, oh, never mind, that was not part of the plan. So I'm just going to reform where they were.
So now we're going to dance back and forth for a while until I get something else pushing on them, but yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So they're just going to hang out. They're actually going to, so on their swift reform, they're going to back it up a little bit even, just to stay out of line of sight. Because where they were, that's totally true. Steve could have easily charged them.
I didn't think I could, so I thought you were fine.
Well, I moved forward, and I'm like, I don't want to, I'm not going to take a shot.
So once Luca turned over there, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to try and go back this way. We're going to dance until we figure this out. But he's winning that point trade.
Yeah, these guys are 60 points.
60 points.
So they're like 100 and something. From there, we're going to go with the Bombard, who's just going to fire.
That's how you say it.
We're just going to aim it at that guy and hopefully get a weird, we'll go with that guy right there in the middle of his base. It's going to deviate a little. Does that mean directed or is it always
directed?
Okay, so it's just going to hit him directly and it's going to bounce 2 inches.
It's 2 models.
So it'll pierce through 2 of them and it kills them on 2s. Well, it doesn't kill them, it woons them on 2s, but they're forest spirits.
I should have these one at a time. Oh, don't worry about it.
Does does 1 at a time matter?
Wait, does that not matter? No, it's infantry, it didn't matter.
Yeah, We're going to try and get lucky with this guy. We're going to put a shot right on top of the forest dragon's head. Now, this is indirect fire, so this will always scatter, but we're hoping to scatter very few inches here. The Wall Warden is a master of trebuchets, and he kind of gauged where it went to. He's going to try and... Ooh, interesting.
I think it still hits him because it scatters minus ballistic skill.
I gotta double check it. It always scatters to the arrow, but minus the BS of the wall warden. So this guy might be a sniper.
Yeah, you
Does hit because it reduces the scatter by his BS a little bit there. It wounds, and you have your ward save. Oh, you do pass though. You do pass. Whew. Could it have killed it? It would have killed him too if you didn't pass that. A sniper. Oh, a sniper over here. And we're gonna go on to the end of our turn. That's it. We have no combat results. So we're gonna go to turn 2 for the Wood Elves and see what kind of shenanigans they can pull here. As I try and keep killing things with this wall warden. This guy's a god. We'll wait till turn 3 to see what he can do though. No charges. Bird is gonna fly right through there. Hello, bird. Number 2. Bird. That one might need to do a march block where he was.
Ooh. I'll be fine. Where's March?
That bird can march.
Probably.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be 8 inches from that point.
I think he was right there. Yeah, he must have been.
Instead of that, he'll just move. Oh, just right beside him.
I'm make sure I must have 12, and then I had the room to do that. Didn't have the room to. I wanted to get 12 inches away from the comment.
Oh, I
Didn't
see.
have the speed to get 12 inches away with the march block.
I see. Okay. All right. Wild Riders.
These are just going to readjust. See the line of sight of things. See, these guys are march blocked. We're good.
Forward.
And you move a zip it fast.
They're 5 inches, right? Yes. Yeah, so they get to move up to 10.
I'm going to go somewhere like this.
Hello. It's going to march to that position there.
Just heading over here. Going for points.
Trying to get points on the Grail Knight. Makes sense. It's going to be hard for him to avoid all the flying shooting and all the mobile shooting that the Wood Elves have.
We're just going to start. You're rerolling ones, eh?
Currently,
You're probably going to be fine, but we're going to start.
Might as well try.
Trying to plink away.
Yep. I'm going to reform. I'm going to move over here.
Actually, you might as well get within 4 with one of them. We'll go on the hill with the other.
Nice.
These guys are going to have to move because their range is yet again. We're going to reform. And I'm going to go grab a widget.
Staying outside of the charge arc of them.
Actually, I guess I can just do this. Nope, same difference. One guy can't shoot.
That's fine.
Treatment might attempt to march.
He is not march blocked, not even close.
He's just going to go.
He moves, is it 6 normally?
No, 5.
Also goes up to 10. Boom. And lastly, the Forest Dragon flies forward to there.
I got no choice.
Marching to there. If anyone's curious, Fly has lower movement across the board on
That's as far as you can go.
Most models, so you can only really go to there.
So I readjusted my skirmisher movement.
Just to make room for him to land there.
Yeah.
It's all good.
He's getting pinned down. These guys backed up in hopes that we don't get hit by a bad roll for range.
Right. All right. Well, that is.
Oh, I had this stuff.
Oh yes, we have to commit these units over here somewhere, doing something.
We're just gonna. Oh crap! We're just going like this.
Sure.
And they're gonna go.
Reform. Go right through.
Keep hiding.
So there we go. We're just gonna keep hiding over there. Face that way. Too afraid of.
Afraid of bows.
60-point bowman.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay. Are you ready? 4 up. The comet comes down. We have a comet.
All right. Check the range.
So it's gonna be 2 markers. So it's gonna be 2d6 range. 10.
10. So you're just gonna hit them.
Yeah.
And 2 6 plus 2.
Are they within 10? Because you moved them back a little bit further. No, they dodge it. Okay, so just them, eh? 2d6 plus 2 hits on the Treekin, I believe. So it's only 7. But these are resolved at strength 6. T5 on them?
Yep.
3s to wound them. We do have 6 wounding hits at minus
So
2.
I have natural armor 4, but you ignore that.
We ignore that
5
with
of ward, but it's magic, so I have a 6 of ward.
6 up ward. I do 4 wounds. I only kill
kill
1. Roll comet. Not very good picking against Wood Elves. They're very fast, so it's easy for them to avoid it. But still fun to cast all the same. And you can remove that marker. It comes crash landing down there. Now we have your magic phase to resolve.
Quins. Ooh.
Interesting.
Just
I got my channels. I get nothing. I guess 2 to 3. Try to summon woods.
got it.
I might as well try and stop it. 9? No, you get it. Yeah, you got woods. Boom. Wood spread up around the Bretonnian Knights there.
Guys, it forgot to befuddle.
And Steve forgot to use the befuddlement ability here. Trees grow up around me, and I assume that causes some sort of damage.
I have an item. When you're close, when you're in a wood of 18 of it, you take D6 strength 4 hits.
Okay.
And wounding on 3s.
That's 4 wounding hits. Should be 3 plus saves, and they're okay.
Just shot a bow into them. One of it hit. Wait, I do not know the words. I wouldn't have hit.
Okay, well, no wounds either way. And we have shots over here.
Okay, we'll do these 10 into their back.
Sure, in the back of them. They only have light armor.
Hitting on 3s.
Because they ignore moving.
Yes, and killing on 4s because they got good.
So he kills 3.
4.
4 die. We got 1 left in the back rank.
Sure.
And
No.
then
3
these guys
damage.
here. 3 arrows.
Come on. Oh crap.
What?
He's what hitting on 2s. He's been hitting on 3s, but I'll just say like that
Doesn't
because he was close. He was on 4. They kill 2 more.
2 more die because they're at least AP2. Oh, that's
It's a panicking.
Oh, panicking.
Blow. One was killing blow. You get armor on one of them.
Safe. Because I thought they're only armor piercing 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So they both still die. Do they panic? No, they hold.
Next, we're gonna roll these over here. We're hitting on 4s and 4s.
Okay, 4 of them. These are a -1.
-1.
Just -1. Okay, so 3 ups. Oh, 3 2s though.
Wow.
very good.
The lady.
Ward. Nah, 3 die. Bam, bam, bam. And that's a panicking. Oh, hold. Don't fall. Okay, well, it fell anyways. And a panicking. They panic? No.
Right over here.
Same idea.
Out of 4, because I killed them. All right, so 3 in a unit, 1 each character.
Yes, there's only 3 dudes there. 3 into the unit. So go ahead and roll them up. We got a nothing, and then
Paladin.
Wounded.
Yeah. And wizard.
Wizard. Okay, so we'll do the wizard. She takes a wound, and then the paladin saves. Bloop. 1 wound left on her.
Forgot about this guy here. He's in hiding. We got these bows into him.
Yeah, we got the Eagle Riders. Let's go, shots.
4s.
Okay.
And 1.
1 wound. No killing blow on that, eh?
No.
Save. Fail. Ward for the lady. That's a 4. He dies. Ooh.
My Dragon Breath is going to go hit the Bombard.
Just because you want to stupefy them.
They are now, they have mushroom spores all over them. They are stupid for the rest of the game.
So it only hits them. This doesn't wound,
It's strength 2. It doesn't wound.
No wound.
But you're stupid for the rest of the game. And that, my friend, I believe...
Is turn?
My turn.
All right. Well, unfortunately for the Bretonnians here, we don't have any charges lined up on the 3rd turn either. And the Wood Elves have broken through the lines. So we're going to just move. We're going to move a little bit. And we're going to see what we can do with these war machines. But that's our only last hope here.
And then phase they're going to...
Oh, yes. Because they're in the woods. So they're near that guy.
I'm going to take 3. 2 wounds.
And, both strength 4, they both fail.
Jeez.
Ward, 1 dies. We're gonna go to stupidity check on these guys on my turn, because why not? They are going to fail. No cannon.
Oh!
In fact, I'm actually just gonna keep everything where it is. I'm just gonna skip the magic phase. I'm just gonna see if I can kill this guy with a tree bucket shot. So it does have minimum range 12. We're gonna put it on the 12 is about where that rock is. So we're gonna put it on the back of his base, and we're gonna see if this wall warden can get some justice here. Oh, he does. This guy's a god. It doesn't wound. Never mind.
No!
Boo! Thank you for checking out this battle report, everyone. Don't forget, if you want more Warhammer Fantasy, more Armies projects, all you have to do is click on the link down below to get yourself a 7-day free trial, because paired with this game in the vault, we have Wood Elves against Bretonnians in a 2,500-point non-attack scenario. And of course, we have a lot more fantasy back there as well. If you just want to check it out, you can just cancel after 7 days if you don't like what you see. But we find most people stick around, and it is the vault members that help support us and allow us to continue doing what we do here at MiniWarGaming.com. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next time. All right, guys, I will throw in the towel there, and we will concede as Bretonnia. Only because there's unfortunately nothing else I can realistically do. Steve's got the movement where he doesn't have to engage me in any way, shape, or form. He could just keep befuddling that unit with the magic item. If I could stop it, maybe I don't stop it, that's okay, but they're in the woods. Anywhere they want to go, he can just summon trees in front of them to block the line of sight on them. Unfortunately, what really happened is that miscast did kind of throw the game for the Bretonnians there. Typically, it's not too bad, but only because of how much control the Wood Elves have on the movement of the Bretonnians. They could typically only really control 1 guaranteed with a befuddlement. Obviously, there's still stupidity for the 2 units, but if I pass those, I pass those. The goal here is to have both units just try and push their way through the trees and then start fighting the backlines. But because that unit nuked itself to non-existence, Steve had very easy control over the other threat, and then this one's just getting plinked away with missiles. And I can't charge through the trees.
I mean, feeling the panic on the.
And then the panic on that too.
That unit was probably more important to Luca than anything else in this game.
It was, yeah. So the shots over here panicked them off the table. That crushed my right flank, and then the miscast over here crushed my left flank. And all I really have to hold the middle are peasants. And as you can see here, any movement I do, I got this one locked down here. That's fine, but that's not important. That doesn't ultimately matter. What matters is that these guys are going to be just walking through woods the whole time and then being hit by that magic item. And then the tree bucket didn't kill him, so now that guy's free to activate. If he wasn't there and free to activate, I'd still keep playing, but I just wanted to quickly resolve that to see if it would accomplish anything. Unfortunately, he's going to come in. The Great Eagle's going to come in.
Yeah, I have both war machines guaranteed next turn.
Exactly.
And you'll probably overrun to the archers.
And now these guys are going to reform, and then these are just going to run around them, and then just keep plinking them with arrows. They're going to plink them with arrows.
Yeah, at this point, Luca's guaranteed to have... Well,
I probably won't be killing...
The chance of Luca even declaring a charge for the rest of the game is almost impossible.
Out of here. Then that unfortunately happened on the miscast there. I didn't think it was that bad. We actually discussed re-racking it, but I'm like, no, whatever. I'll try and play through it. But then I realized, oh, you have the magic item to control them. And then Steve's right. Once they failed that panic check,
that was the most important.
That was game.
Luca, that unit does so much control and keeps me in check.
Yeah, that was.
I threw my Great White Watchers, like, I'll hope for the best. And I got 3 killing blows. I'm like, yes. Yeah. And you made 2 wards. They're like, no.
And then the panic. Yeah. See, that can't be helped. None of that can be helped. Like, I moved there. Steve did the best he could do to counter it, knowing that I'm probably going to get the top end of that. Maybe you'll kill one off or something, which you did, but they failed the panic, which was huge.
The fact that they're war beasts now too, like,
yeah, that was huge. That's unfortunately game there, so it was a little bit of a scuffed game, but like, you get to see some interesting stuff. The detonation's always kind of funny, and then the failed panic.
Well, the detonation, you typically is the one you want to happen.
Yeah,
unless you're Bretonnia.
Bretonnians, that's the one. And it's not like 7 is the most commonly rolled. If anyone's unfamiliar with how it works, it's like you roll a d6 and add the amount of dice that you use to cast a spell, and then the chart is just a 1 to 12.
Weirdly enough, the one that I think we've had come up the most
is Amnesia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is 8 is the most common one for some reason.
But they're also random, because like you can just roll any one of the values on the d6, right? So it's just interesting that Amnesia comes up as much as it does. Like I rolled 2 dice, double 1 miscast. There's a 6 for the Amnesia, right? It's typically stuff like that. I don't mind what happened to the poor Bretonnians this game. I hate it for the Bretonnian players out there who wanted so much more for them, but sometimes with Warhammer Fantasy, that's what you get. You get a bad detonation, you get 1 bad panic check, and that's probably game. On like 2 of the most critical units in the army too. And that's just dice. You can't do much about it. But I was impressed with the Wall Warden here. He did do some cool, he had some cool potential. I liked what he was trying to pull off there.
I'm working on a Bretonnian list, which it's all peasants.
Yeah.
And there's 3 Wall Wardens in the list, and they have to carry, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, Luca and I never discussed this, but Lore of Heavens is the lore for them as well.
The peasant.
I'm going to buff my bows, make them reroll 1s to hit.
Yeah.
And, push you back with wind. Yeah.
Wind blast. Keep you back a little bit. Yeah. I do like that lore of Heavens there. I just wish you wouldn't have miscasted. That would have been nice. Again, because I would have had the 2 units here pushing right through the woods. I would have suffered the dangerous terrain checks and strength 4 hits. That's fine. I got to push through that. But Steve could only befuddle 1 of the units, and he would stupefy the other one with the breath attack, and I hopefully just make the stupid checks if I do.
Well, now I gotta see my breath recharges though.
That's true, yeah.
So I can't guarantee. That's why I didn't want to waste a Sporific Mutt's breath on the bomb board, but I had to.
It was good. Well, I failed the stupidity check, so that's 1 less. Like, would the bombard have hit him? Like, right on his face.
And if I had the old movement,
would have hit him.
If I had old movement, I would have been.
And you fail your ward save, and then you take 3 damage. You would have killed him. Yeah, you would have died.
If I had old movement of 10. He would have been here. I would have Sporific Mutt both.
Hit both, yeah. Yeah, so what is he now, movement 7 or something?
7.
Yeah, fly 7, yeah. So he only moves up to 14.
He's the slowest flyer, but it makes sense. He's super beefy.
He's super thick and big, right? So like it was always kind of I like that change a lot. That's actually more of a recent change. When I referenced earlier, it's a living rulebook. The game is changing when needed. And fly was too powerful. Fly was like overarching too powerful.
I understand the argument.
I personally hated it. It was just so annoying that like flying skirmishers could just move 20 inches.
Oh no, skirmishers was too mobile.
Yeah, they were way too mobile. Now, granted, some of them are still like 8 or 9, but they're not 20, which is kind of like
the ones that are that fast typically aren't.
They're weak, right? Yeah,
they're eagles.
Exactly. Hawks. Yeah, like things that aren't too much of a threat typically. Even an eagle would have a hard time taking out the war machine because it's like.
I do want to remind everybody, if you like seeing Warhammer or Warhammer Fantasy, Luke and I and Cullen do it weekly, 3 times a week, basically handhelds and 2 live streams. Thursday nights, 7 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern time, and Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern time on Mountain Miniatures. If you want to see this weekly. Also, if you want to see that MiniWarGaming, thumbs up the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And just sign up for the vault. You'll see more of this stuff.
Exactly. Well, Steve and I are going to go ahead and tidy this up and re-rack for another game.
Another game?
Different forces, naturally. And we'll see you there. Happy wargaming.